Just one more small question. What daily habit had the biggest impact on your consistency?
Going through a top-down check of the things I had listed the last time I looked at the chart and my expectation and the things I would anticipate. The checklist of did I see this buy side remain? Did I see this sell side remain? Did they take that sell side? And where would I be left in the order of if then? If it does this, then what am I doing? If it did this, what am I looking for as the next point of interest that puts me in a position where I'm going to make a decision whether I'm going to take a trade or not? Um, there may be things that I annotated and said, if it does this, I'm not going to be interested. I won't participate. And it's just a matter of knowing what I'm looking for, what price should and should not do because of the experience that you gain by doing all this stuff, and adhering to that. Because what I would usually do is, when I was a younger guy, I felt that I had to delete all my chart annotations and abandon everything and treat it like it's a brand new day. And I actually taught too early, too early in my development. I was teaching too soon, and I was telling my students then, take everything off the chart and do a total top-down analysis every day. And what I learned by doing that was I would get tripped up by whatever new thing showed up in the chart versus I did a top-down analysis on the weekend. I had the days calendar in advance, what I'm looking for, what volatility may come in, and then I'm reflecting on the previous day's delivery. What was done? What wasn't done? What's been left? What did they do that was unexpected by me? And how does that find its place in my analysis or my participation? Will I take trades now because it's done something I didn't expect to see, or that wasn't expected, but it really hasn't changed anything on the grand scheme of things? What I learned was that if the markets are algorithmic and if the price is really following a script, then it makes perfect sense to hold on to the previous day's expectations and analysis and key levels and then carry them over and transpose those into the new trading day and then watch for that new day's price action to fall in line with what is still existing in price action. And that was the biggest thing for me that took me from once in a while I'd get it right, but then I'd go into a tailspin because I'm doing a whole total new top-down analysis. But truth be told, I was using in my infancy and inexperience something that was unexpected that I saw on the chart. There was a big run up, not to the degree we see today, but something that I didn't expect, and it happened. And I'm like, okay, well maybe this is the beginning of a down move, which at the time I was a perpetual bull. I was only looking to go long on everything I traded. But if I saw something where it broke down a little bit further than I would expect, that would completely change and discombobulate everything. It would make me second guess everything, and either I wouldn't take a trade or I would regret not taking the trade and sticking to my previous day's analysis and levels. So it's a matter of staying organized and sticking to what works.
Thank
Great
you.
question, Alex. Great question.